Why did Lily Harper step into the bathroom and vanish without a trace? A single lipstick tube rolled across the worn wooden floor. The faint hum of the ceiling fan cut through the quiet of her small Ohio apartment. Her reflection lingered in the cracked mirror, smiling, unaware, gone moments later. By the time her roommate, Jordan Blake, returned with the coffee, the bathroom was empty. Her phone lay on the counter, charging. And in the still air, a scent of Lily's perfume clung like a ghost, sweet, sharp, lingering. The clock read 7:43 p.m. A faint scuff mark traced toward the hallway, too subtle to notice at first. Jordan froze, remembering Lily's words, "Be right back." But she never came back. 3 minutes unaccounted for. Outside the window, the neighbor's dog barked at nothing. Something didn't add up. The door was locked from the inside, yet no one had seen her leave. But one detail didn't add up. Why would someone so careful vanish like smoke? Her parents, frantic, called nonstop. Each unanswered call deepened the knot of fear. Detectives would later find the first clue hidden in plain sight. A single fingerprint on the bathroom doorknob that didn't belong to Lily or anyone she knew. Main suspect, unknown. 3 days later, a neighbor recalled a shadow in the hallway at 7:44 p.m. Blurry, fleeting. But who was it? And why was Lily's world suddenly erased from reality? Who could slip past a locked door without leaving a trace? Detective Marcus Hale crouched over the bathroom floor, magnifying glass in hand. The lipstick tube gleamed under the harsh light, smeared slightly on one edge, a silent accusation. Jordan Blake shivered as she recalled Lily's laughter earlier that evening, now hauntingly absent. The quiet apartment felt hollow. The faint smell of perfume mingled with cleaning spray, an ordinary scent twisted into something sinister. The first forensic report arrived. A single, unidentified fingerprint on the doorknob. Not Lily's, not Jordan's. Fingerprint. Unknown. Neighbors reported nothing unusual, except for a delivery driver who swore he'd seen a fleeting figure standing at the staircase landing. The timeline didn't add up. 7:43 p.m. Lily disappears. 7:44 p.m. Shadow in hallway. 7:45 p.m. Apartment locked. How could someone move that fast and leave no evidence? Detective Hale noticed something else. A faint scuff mark on the bathroom rug, partially erased, like someone had tried to cover their steps. But one step didn't match. Was it a stranger or someone Lily trusted? Her roommate, friends, even her boyfriend, each memory became a potential suspect. Anxiety tightened around every recollection. Then came the call from the local pawn shop. A small, unusual item matching Lily's belongings had appeared in their records, but no one remembered it being sold. Who was trying to erase her existence before anyone even noticed? 3 days later, new lead. Who watches someone vanish without anyone noticing? Detective Marcus Hale rewound the apartment's hallway footage. A shadow flitted across the landing at 7:44 p.m. Barely visible, too fast to identify, too deliberate to ignore. Jordan Blake replayed the moment in her mind, heart pounding. Lily's laugh echoed from earlier that evening, now a haunting contrast to the emptiness that filled the apartment. Every creak of the floorboard felt amplified, every silence unbearable. Neighbors began noticing small oddities. Packages shifted, doors left slightly ajar, lights flickering. Nothing seemed dangerous until Detective Hale examined Lily's diary. Inside, a cryptic note: "Trust no one after dark." Diary clue: trust no one. Lily had mentioned feeling uneasy recently. A strange man outside her building, lingering too long in the stairwell. Jordan had dismissed it as paranoia, but now every memory carried a sting of guilt and dread. The pawn shop lead intensified. The item found, Lily's compact mirror, had fingerprints not matching anyone in her circle. Someone had handled it deliberately, as if leaving a message. Fingerprint. Unknown suspect. Could it really be someone she trusted? Someone who knew her schedule, her habits, her very routines? The thought twisted through Jordan's mind like a knife. Then, A call came from the neighbor's security camera. The shadow had been recorded stepping out of the building, carrying something small, metallic, and familiar. Lily's compact. But who? Main suspect. Still unknown. Who could steal a life so quietly, leaving only shadows behind? Detective Marcus Hale studied the pawn shop footage again. A man, mid-30s, nondescript hoodie, fingers brushing over Lily's compact mirror. His movements precise, almost rehearsed. Jordan Blake sat frozen, staring at the footage on her laptop. The apartment felt colder than usual, the silence oppressive. Every small sound, a creak, a whisper of wind, sent chills down her spine. Police traced the purchase record. The man had used a fake ID, but security cameras outside the shop captured a glimpse of his face, partially hidden under the hoodie. A tattoo peeked out, an unusual symbol near his wrist. Suspect lead, tattoo symbol. Lily's friends remembered a man loitering near the local coffee shop days before her disappearance. She had shrugged it off as coincidence. But now, that memory gnawed like a constant ache. Detectives found another piece of the puzzle. A receipt for the mirror, time-stamped just minutes after Lily disappeared. Whoever had it had tracked her every move down to the second. Timeline: 7:44 to 7:46 p.m. Could Lily have sensed this danger? Was there a warning she never shared? Each unanswered question cut deeper than the last. Then a call came from the pawn shop owner. Another item, a necklace Lily wore, had appeared. And this time, the man's face was partially visible. Detective Hale leaned in. Recognition flashed in his eyes. Main suspect, identity emerging? Who knew every small detail could reveal a nightmare? Detective Marcus Hale held Lily's compact mirror, examining the smudged fingerprints under the fluorescent light. Each swirl and ridge told a story. But whose story? Jordan Blake paced her kitchen, replaying every conversation with Lily in her mind. Every laugh, every shared secret, now tainted by the possibility of betrayal. The apartment no longer felt like home, but a silent witness to something dark. A breakthrough arrived. A neighbor recalled seeing a delivery van parked unusually close to the building that night. License plate partially visible, registered to someone who had recently been released from parole. Suspect connection. Parolee. Jordan remembered a text from Lily. "I feel like someone is watching me." She had laughed it off at the time. Now the words burned with irony and fear. Detectives linked the pawn shop items to the same man, the tattooed stranger, and discovered a social media account under a false name. Photos showed him near other missing person cases in the same county. Pattern emerging? Could it be the same person watching all these women? What drove him? Obsession, revenge, or something far darker? Jordan felt a chill she couldn't shake. Then a message arrived from Lily's phone, sent hours after her disappearance. It was brief, typed in haste. "Help! He's closer than you think." The room went silent. 3 days later, new threat? Who could follow someone's life so precisely, without leaving a trace? Detective Marcus Hale stared at the security footage, frozen. The tattooed man moved with uncanny precision, avoiding cameras, stepping just out of view, as if he knew exactly where to hide. Jordan Blake's hands trembled as she clutched Lily's sweater. Each stitch smelled faintly of perfume, a reminder that Lily was gone, yet present in every corner. Her chest tightened. The fear was no longer abstract. It was suffocatingly real. Investigators tracked the pawn shop IP address. It led to a small, abandoned cabin on the outskirts of Toledo. Windows boarded, lights off. Yet signs of recent activity remained. Location: Toledo cabin. Neighbors recalled seeing a figure hauling a large, covered object into the van near the cabin days before Lily's disappearance. No one thought to report it at the time. The weight of missed warning signs sank heavy. Inside the cabin, detectives found Lily's compact mirror and necklace, both carefully placed on a table. Next to them, a notebook filled with dates, names, and cryptic symbols. Someone had been cataloging her life obsessively. Evidence. Cataloged life. Who could be so meticulous, so cold, so obsessed? And why choose Lily? The thought sent shivers through every officer in the room. Then a sound broke the silence. A faint tapping from the attic. Detective Hale motioned for the team to stay quiet. Could Lily still be alive somewhere above them? Trapped? Waiting for rescue? Main question. Is she alive? Who was hiding in plain sight, manipulating every move, every moment? Detective Marcus Hale opened the attic door. A faint light flickered across the dusty floorboards, revealing Lily's trembling figure. Alive, but terrified. Jordan Blake rushed in, tears streaming. Lily's voice cracked. He said no one would ever find me. The room seemed to shrink under the weight of what had happened. Fear, relief, and rage collided in an unbearable wave. The suspect, tattooed and calculating, had been tracking Lily's routines for weeks. He was a former neighbor, dismissed as harmless by everyone, but obsessed enough to abduct her and hide her in the cabin, documenting her life in meticulous detail. Suspect, former neighbor, obsession revealed. Lily revealed the final clue. A small key taped under the bathroom counter. The only way the man could enter her apartment. Every small detail she'd dismissed before had been a warning. Detectives handcuffed the man as he sat silently, his obsession now fully exposed. The diary, the compact, the necklace, all evidence meticulously collected, would become central to his prosecution. How many others had he watched? How many more could have vanished? The horror lingered, even as Lily embraced Jordan. Safety was restored, but trust shattered. Lily was finally safe, but the emotional scars would last a lifetime. Justice would follow, but the chilling reminder remained. Danger often hides behind familiar faces. Subscribe to The Veil of Secret for more shocking true crime stories.